Hey everyone, your designers are here. I'm Anita at Cedar Hill Farmhouse.
And I'm Yvonne at Stone Gable.
And I'm Kelly at My Soulful Home.
We've got tips and tricks and decorating advice for you today, so let's get started.
Today is episode 105, Decor Every Home Needs.
Yes. A need is a relative term.
Yes.
And the person's need could be another's frivolity or
Yes.
junk, perhaps.
Well, I just can't wait to see what else I need
Right.
that you girls are going to tell me about today.
Yeah. I could probably live without most of my decor needs, like, my Mongolian pillows and yada, yada.
No. We need those.
We are really going to talk about need today in the context of making your home really fabulous, but also, functional. Like there's a lot of practicality in today's episode. So,
And hey, there is a lot of practicality in having a Mongolian pillow.
there absolutely is.
Absolutely.
Or
It's a comfort pillow.
A comfort pillow. Exactly.
Yes, on those cold nights here in South Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
That one night a year, I'm going to have that
That you have to
pillow.
put that you can put your fireplace on.
Yes,
That's right.
exactly.
That's right. Okay, who wants to begin?
I will. Okay, so since we started talking about pillows, now I'm not talking about any particular kind of pillow, but if you have a sofa and you should really have at least 4 pillows on it. Now, I would say as a decorator, more, but we're talking about, what every home needs. So you need to at least build, you can't just have 2 lonely pillows on either side, and just too far away from each other, not relating to each other. So at least 4. I mean, I'm feeling there should be a longer one in the center too, but I don't want to say, that's an absolute
Like
need.
a lumbar type.
Like a lumbar would
Yes,
be
I
really
agree.
nice in the middle to sort of
my sofa doesn't
unify
have-
Lovely
them.
and balanced.
My sofa doesn't have cushions, so really you need there needs to be pillows all the way across. So I've got 5 pretty nice sized pillows across. So
Oh, lucky girl.
Wow. There you
Well,
go.
I just got the neatest note from a reader, a Stone Gable reader, and they said, "Hey, I have a leather sofa. How on earth do you keep pillows from slipping off the leather
slippery
sofa?"
pillows.
I know. I
And-
had a leather sofa.
Yeah.
I know. It's terrible.
So I thought about it for a while, and I did a little research. Well, I've got a solution. So can I share that? Because this is what every home needs if you have a leather sofa.
Sure.
and
We're
have
going
pillows.
niche. We're niching down, but go ahead.
What about putting a throw on one end and then putting your pillows on the throw?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
but do you need to safety pin it on the back or something to keep the throw from sliding?
if it's long enough, you put the majority of the throw then over the back of the sofa.
Right.
And then also, the more textural your pillows are, the more they'll sort of stick together.
Right.
And then this was the best one. They said to take some of the stuffing out of the innards of it, whether it's a insert or you just have to open a little bit of it up, so you can make like a boxy bottom to it.
Oh.
Oh.
Isn't that clever?
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Sits in place
so
a
we
little
hope
bit.
that our people who have leather sofas and chairs are listening.
Yes.
And we're saying definitely pillows, but now we told you how to use your pillows. on a
hold
leather
on to
sofa.
them. Yeah.
I didn't hear a ding, 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 but that's okay.
No, it's
Well,
okay. That's a little early. It's a little
really
early on.
focused on those
I'm falling behind.
because I have 3 out of 100.
You're so
All right,
cute.
let's just move
Okay.
on. Clearly,
Anita,
that was
how
not
about
being
you,
awarded.
Anita?
Okay. All right. So how about something black in every room? I think
Yes.
that color adds so much. Okay. So it's not something like running water in your house. But it's nice.
Which is nice to have too.
Yeah, that's nice. It's okay. But something that adds a little bit of black in the room is going to add it some depth. And it's kind of like, my mom was a painter and she said each painting needs a little bit of black in it.
I agree with you.
And
Or
so
even something dark.
yeah,
dark,
something dark.
dark
Really, it doesn't
brown,
have to be black.
burnt umber, charcoal, something that sort of grounds your room.
Right.
So agree.
All right. And now 3 sources of light in every room is imperative.
Explain
Are you
that.
counting windows?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not really counting windows, but
Okay.
but I'm not counting natural
got ya.
light.
Okay.
So, but everybody can do this. And, if you don't have ceiling lights, you could even put in some sort of a little track or something like that if it was really dark. But if you have some natural lighting, then that might take care of what the needs would be overhead. But you need task lighting, you need table lamps, and you need higher lights, like maybe a floor lamp. So you need to have different points of light in the room. It makes such a difference in your decor, but it makes such a difference in the way you'll enjoy the room. It's so much more enjoyable to be in a room where you can see things and read things.
And it also looks so much more welcoming.
Yes, so much more welcoming.
That overhead light, that's like an interrogation light.
Right.
Lamp over you. Yeah.
So think of it in the simplest terms, something overhead. So if you've got the hi-hats or the can lights, done. Put them on a dimmer. But please do yourself a favor and change that out. It doesn't cost much to do that. Then have some table lamps. If it's a traditional living room or something, flank the sofa or flank your bed if you can. And then maybe add in a floor lamp or one of those floor lamps that arch over is kind of interesting.
I love those, by the way.
I do. I like those as well.
They're beautiful.
But
they're so artistic looking.
Yeah. Lighting is so key and makes such a difference in your decor.
I absolutely agree with you.
I have something that's actually two things.
Okay.
Because we talk about the high and the low, and I talk about rusty, crusty, chippy. So I like to have something elegant and something rustic in each room.
Oh, that's very good.
Nice.
So and that could be anything. I mean, the refined element could be something that's maybe crystal. It could be something that's mercury glass, just something, or maybe gold. And then, or maybe it's a gold tray, a silver tray,
spray painted rooster.
Yes, that would work.
You could even spray paint those ducks of your mom.
There you go.
I know.
I don't know what color you could spray paint a duck to make it look refined.
Well, that duck could be the rustic element too. So the other, but then to counterbalance that shiny, that blingy thing, that refined thing, you pull something rustic in, like something literally rusty, or something that's kind of chippy, but something that kind of looks like a found object that's got some patina to it.
Yeah. I just love that. I mean, that's sort of the basis of a lot of the way that I decorate. And I have a really fun Pinterest board that I can put in the show notes. It's my burlap and bling. And it's fun. And there's a lot of things like that, like a really time-worn wooden table with a gorgeous chandelier over it. And just, lots of different ways to incorporate what Anita's talking about.
That is just so interesting. So interesting. I think another thing that every room needs is some wood. Some wood grain.
Yeah,
we've been into this painted furniture, which I absolutely adore. But I think that we can't overlook having a little bit of real wood in every room.
Yeah, even if you bring it in little tiny ways, like
like a tray,
breadboards or trays or dough bowls or something like that. If we're staying in the every room theme, I really truly believe, and I do have that now, even in my kitchen, that a mirror has a place in every room. And
I agree. I don't have one in my kitchen, but right off my kitchen in my mudroom, I do. Yeah. But I absolutely agree. Every room should have a mirror.
Well, I actually know a 21-year-old that would 100% agree with you.
I was going to say, I don't.
Do you have a couple of those?
I have a couple of those that are 14 and 17 as well. But the mirrors the purpose of the mirrors that I'm talking about is really not. In fact, I kind of sort of like maybe close one eye as I'm going past most of the time.
Yeah, me too.
But just to bounce the light around, there's something that a mirror can do to move light around and make a room feel more open and larger. That nothing else can accomplish that the way a mirror can. And even a small one.
And just even the frames and the sizes just bring such a nice architectural element to every room. Absolutely.
Yeah, good idea. I like that.
Okay. And I think that a rug under the dining table is a necessity. I didn't always think that, but I listened to this fantastic podcast. And in one of the early episodes, when I was sort of at a crossroads in my dining room, because I had just put in my hardwood floor and I was loving it. And I thought, why am I going to spend the money, buy a rug, have people drop crumbs on it? And, so I'm dealing with expense and mess and on top of it, I'm covering up my hardwood floor. Why do I need that? And I listened to decorating tips and tricks, and my very wise decorating friends, Yvonne and Anita, said, of course, you have to have a rug under your dining room table. And I went for it and I purchased one from Wayfair and I'm very happy with it. And it wasn't very expensive and it looks fantastic. And so I don't really care if people drop stuff on it. And what a difference. It was amazing.
It really does anchor it.
It does. It gives you it gives your room boundaries. And not only that, there's a lot of legs going on and hard
a lot of
surfaces.
Legs. You're right.
And then you put something soft down and it just sort of evens it out, makes it look prettier. And also that can be loud too.
Yeah.
With everybody's
because there's a dining room is
scraping the chairs back and forth.
Yes. Yeah, a dining room, when you think about it, like a kitchen, has a lot of hard surfaces if you don't have a rug in there.
It does. And can I just say this? I put an indoor out. It's one of the questions I get asked most on my blog. Where did you get the dining room table rug? And I got it from Ballard Designs. It's an indoor-outdoor carpeting. But a rug, but it looks like a fine carpet.
Some of these, I have an outdoor rug in my dining room, and you would never know by looking at it.
No,
it looks
never.
like wool,
and I can pull up anything can come off that rug.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just trying to think of would there be any reason I wouldn't want a rug under a dining room table?
I think you need to take the consideration of the type of rug. I wouldn't go too nubby. You don't want people's the legs of the chairs getting stuck in it. So I would do a very low pile. If you were going to go with a sisal or something like that, I would go in that sort of polypropylene indoor-outdoor because it's low pile.
Be careful with cotton because
stain
will stain unlike wool.
Yes, yeah.
So maybe the wool or the indoor-outdoor options are probably the best way to go.
And there are such beautiful options.
Oh, yeah. There's so many now.
And like we talked about in the prior episode about mistakes, you really, really, really want to go big in your dining room because you don't want to have the chairs sort of half on and half off.
Yes. Go big or don't put it in your home.
Yeah.
It won't work. And I've got another one. Think about, and this is something that people don't think about. I don't think anyway. Make sure your room has great hardware, like a really pretty doorknob.
Nice detail.
Hinges that look nice.
Go ahead, clean out your closet, then head straight to Quince. I love every item Quince offers, from wardrobe to decor, and I can really recommend their Ultra Stretch Super Wide Leg Pant at $49.90. The price is unbeatable, and the look is so flattering. It keeps you in on top and flares out of the bottom. Everything feels right with Quince. The price, the quality, and the sustainability. Quince offers a range of luxury wardrobe and home goods at prices within reach. And like Quince's clothing, their home goods are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. Once you've cleaned out your closet and refreshed with Quince, you can also add something to your home decor. So give your wardrobe and your home the refresh it needs with Quince. Go to quince.com/DTT to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/DTT for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DTT. And let me know how you love those pants. Green Chef is a delicious delight any time of year, but especially during the holidays. What a wonderful vision to behold as the Green Chef boxes on your doorstep. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. And it makes eating well so easy with plans to fit every lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat a more balanced diet. So let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season. And if you've got guests coming, shop Green Bundles. They're now available at the Green Market. It's your one-stop shop for nutritious grab-and-go breakfasts, including vegan options, brunch kits, wholesome lunches, ready-to-eat snacks, veggie sides, and more. You can feel your best this December and do your best with Green Chef because they offset 100% of the delivery emissions as well as 100% of the plastic in every box. Go to greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT and get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT to get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. Yeah, and lots of that is not that expensive to change out, but makes such a big difference.
Mm-hmm. And even just the curtain rods and things like that you use. I think that goes a long way in having your room look finished.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And here's one that I know we all 3 of us believe in is having some pictures in your house for display, but also just for some cuttings from your yard, from flowers from the grocery store. We use those as vases all the time. Mm-hmm. You don't need a vase. I mean, I love the look of a picture. So I think and I love having them sit out with nothing in them, but you can put wooden spoons in them in your kitchen. I have some with paintbrushes in them in my craft room. So, they're just great to have for so many things.
Oh, yeah. And you're more likely to pick up a bouquet of flowers and just, plop them in there, read my book and cut them right. So they last a long time.
Right.
But,
are you talking to me?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You ice cubes in your roses. No. Well,
tell us, what should we be doing?
Oh, when you're getting your flowers, you really want to, there's some flowers you need to have particular care with. But in general, you're going to want to cut them on a 45-degree angle. If you can, do it under the water. But if that seems a little too challenging, just work rapidly.
With scissors or a
them
knife?
In the water. No, well, a knife or floral shears. Floral shears that you can purchase, on Amazon for not too much money, but it makes a big difference because the way they are constructed, they don't smash the stem.
Oh, yes.
The whole idea of making your flowers last longer is that the water can get up to the flower.
Yes.
So if you smash the stem and you close off the opening for the water, droopy flowers right away. And especially if you're going to do a centerpiece for, maybe an upcoming Thanksgiving dinner or something, you're doing it a couple days in advance. You don't want to wake up in the morning and have everything be dead. But even if you spend $6.99 on a bouquet at Trader Joe's, you also don't want that to be dead in the morning.
Right.
So if you take good care of them, but if, like Anita said, if you've got some vases and pictures around, it's just so easy to snip, plop them in and use some floral food. Always.
So smart.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Here's another
Thanks for the tip.
That I think every room should have: some baskets.
It's
instant texture, great to organize.
Can hide that junk you don't want to look at.
Exactly. And I think that, I have tons of baskets actually in my house, but baskets are inexpensive and they add a great big, they have a lot of decor value and they're very useful.
Yvonne, let me ask you about this because I know that you have talked before that you have a basket for the pillows when you take the pillows off.
Yes.
In your family room or is that the living room?
I have a basket in my family room, a basket in my living room, and a basket in every bedroom.
Okay. So when those pillows are as they should be on your sofa and giving you pillow pleasure by looking at them, is your basket
perfectly
empty?
Yes, it is.
And because I was thinking in the barn, what I'd like to do is because I don't know why I did this, but I did this so teenagers would come over and hang out for some reason. I don't know. It was a moment of madness. But instead of putting a lot of chairs and things around, I thought I could just do some throw pillows if they're watching a movie or something like that. Big floor pillows. So I have this giant basket, and I was just thinking of storing the big floor pillows. I have like 4 or 5 of them that I'm going to recover, just whip something up that matches my palette now. But do you guys think that would look okay? So it's a giant basket. And for most of its existence, it will just have these big floor pillows.
I think that would look fabulous.
I don't know how you're going to find a basket big enough for those big pillows.
I do. I have a giant basket, like literally maybe not both my kids. But
would we fit in it?
Yeah, I was going to say,
is it like a baby swimming pool?
It's taller than a baby swimming pool.
I mean about that
like
big.
If I put my arms all the way out and then just curve them a little bit, so I mean it's really big. It's probably 36 inches wide.
Yeah, I think that would look so nice.
Wow.
Yeah, you think because
send us a picture.
And I'm bring them home.
Right. I mean, I'm not going to care when the kids take them out and they're using
blog
them.
Post, by the way.
But I thought, I don't know if I'm going to like that. Okay, well, you guys are behind me on that. I will give it a whirl.
Yeah.
And I just always am looking for a basket because I just have always loved them and collect them, and I just use them liberally around the house. So I'm always looking for really cool baskets. And here's just a shout out to Home Goods. Their baskets are amazing.
Mm-hmm. They do have nice baskets.
We've talked
and not
about
all baskets are created equal. So
that's exactly right.
Like before you go ahead with the next topic, Anita, just like if you got maybe like one of those food gift baskets in a kind of basket.
Throw them out.
Just throw that out.
Yeah,
that basket's it's not even going to get better if you spray paint it.
Some of them just
most
to go
things
bye
do
bye.
get better
Even
when
if
you spray
paint it gold.
Even if you spray paint it gold. But one more nice thing to do with baskets. So if you have a few, and sometimes they come in those trios and whatnot. And if you're thinking, oh gosh, well, I'll just separate them all and put plants in them or bits and bobs, or whatever. You can just sort of, because they're rigid and they're kind of pokey, you can sort of wedge one inside the other, and that just looks really
you mean pretty. So they're not fitted together totally? They're sort of sticking out.
They're kind of sticking out, and then maybe instead of having 3 of them separated all over the house, they make more of a statement together, like sort of wedged inside of each other.
That's true. I agree.
And then in the top one, maybe that's where you put your little fern, or maybe that's where you put a little thing, a little bits or bobs sort of dangling out of it, or something like that.
I like that idea.
Well, thank you. I don't hear anything.
That.
I guess you didn't like it enough.
Okay.
I'm feeling so much pressure. I don't even know. I mean, that was pretty good.
Okay, I do have another one, and I don't know if everybody will agree with this, but they're so versatile. I could put a garden stool in every room in my house.
I do like those.
They're beautiful. They're architectural.
You're talking about the ceramic ones, right?
Yes. You can spray paint them any color under the sun. There's just so many uses you could put things on them.
I used to use them a lot
tray.
for side tables on, but they are kind of short, but they're lovely. And yes, you can use them about anywhere.
Okay, about anywhere. Yes. How about if you don't have a niche in your shower for your shampoos and things like that, or you just feel like you need to put a leg up if you're, shaving your legs. I mean, let's just get personal for a moment. Instead of sort of balancing, I've used one of those ceramic garden stools in the shower. And most of them have holes in them, so the water just
so they would
goes
dry right out.
Yes, that's a great
right.
idea.
Ooh,
okay, so just like the baskets, we've all said, everyone should have a pitcher, everyone should have a basket. What's the other thing that we talk about all the time? A tray.
Oh, yes.
You need a tray. You need a tray. I mean, that's for now, of course, I think you need a silver tray to treat yourself for your breakfast, in the morning.
Like you do. That's right.
That's right. But, any kind of trays are great. Wood trays, kind of wicker trays. They're great for corralling those things for a vignette. They're great for toting things out back and forth to your porch, up and down the stairs. And they're just so beautiful to display. So I think all 3 of us have quite an assortment of trays, but I'm really
taking a mental note. I think I have a tray in every room in my house.
Yeah, I think I do too.
I'll correct myself by the end of the podcast if I don't.
Yeah, that you might have 2 in each room.
Yeah, it might be more.
One that just came to the top of my head is a nice set of glasses and a nice set of wine glasses. Now, maybe not everybody's a wine drinker, but you might have somebody over and, it's just nice. Sometimes, you don't think about your glasses and maybe they're mismatched, which can be fun too, but maybe not mismatched in a kind of interesting
college dorm room way.
Yeah, college dorm room way. Like, there's or after they've run through the dishwasher so many times, even if you use that rinse aid and all that, sometimes they just look old.
And get a little
they
filmy.
do.
And you don't have to buy those really expensive ones. I mean, you can pick those up again at Home Goods. You can even pick those up sometimes at thrift stores, and especially the simple ones. Maybe, take a look at yours in your cabinet. Maybe you get yourself a cute set of 6, sort of jelly jar ones or something that you like. And then just a simple set of wine glasses. And the ones that are stemless are really nice to have.
Yeah.
And they're very versatile too, because you could also use those
for orange juice or mimosas.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be, because the other ones on a stem kind of feel like it is the purpose is wine, but the other ones, stemless ones, you could use those for anything.
I like the stems I just feel like it's another one of those things that makes the meal feel a little fancier.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I use those stem glasses for all kinds of things.
Oh, yeah. I like the stem glasses too. Don't get me wrong. I do like those. But I think that they're just a nice, practical set of glasses to have in your cabinet.
I think that's good. Yeah.
Anybody
hate to get
else?
all practical on you and everything.
I think every home needs candles.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you want your home to smell pretty, but also it's such a lovely ambiance.
Yeah. And if you don't want the candles burning, you can get the ones that are electric,
on the timers.
battery operated ones. So,
and in a pinch, if your electricity goes out, there you go.
There you go. Okay, how about one really comfortable chair? And now this might be something that you have had around, or maybe it's something that you have to research and invest a little money in. But having a comfortable chair is really important. And it doesn't have to be your grandpa's lazy boy. It can be a really good looking chair. But I think it's really important just to have a place where you can just and so you don't feel like you're perched. So it doesn't have to be.
You're probably
going to
need 2 of those because your spouse is going to want one too.
Right.
So,
there might be a competition for those.
Yeah.
I actually do have, and mine is a lazy boy, and it's a recliner. And we've talked about this.
It's a beautiful.
Well, that is not your grandpa's.
No,
recliner.
It looks like it's a big patterned herringbone, and it just looks like this beautiful chair. But it is getting that. I mean, it's not the lazy boy's fault, but because I had my big old cast on it so much, and I like to put my foot like up on the edge of where the feet go up. Yeah. It is wearing there.
But look at how much you needed a comfortable chair for what you were going through.
Oh my gosh, yes. Thank goodness those aids are behind me now.
My dad broke his collarbone once years and years ago, and he slept in a lazy boy recliner for, I don't know, like 6 months or something.
Oh, wow.
You do need, I so agree with that. You need at least a few very comfortable chairs. And that, that's everybody's go-to chair. Yeah. Except when mama comes in the room, then everybody just gets up. Oh. They know that's my chair.
Wow. That would be nice.
I don't know anymore. Now that I'm out of my cast.
Oh, yeah. You're not getting that treatment anymore, lady.
Oh, yeah. The queen status. I don't know. Maybe gone now.
Yeah, I'm going to milk it as long as I can.
Yeah. Just start limping whenever that wears off.
Well, I actually still am limping. So maybe for a little while longer, they'll take pity on me. But I so agree. You've got to have, this is your sanctuary, your home. You've got to have comfortable seating.
Pesto pork chops over Parmesan polenta. Not that easy to say, but oh so easy to make with Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit company for eating well, and we have such a great deal for you. You're going to save $250. Listen on for the details on that. Green Chef makes eating well easy for any lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals. We're getting into the busy holiday season, so it's a perfect time to have Green Chef help you out. Let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season with their chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes featuring fresh ingredients and nothing artificial. And you know what? You don't have to lose track of your healthy eating habits during the holidays. Every Green Chef customer gets a free, that's right, a free session with their registered dietitians who will walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. So sign up for your free session and start on the road towards better health today. And that deal I want to tell you about, visit greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. So that's greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. Inevitably, with the new year come wellness goals. One very effective and easy to reach goal is to add Dose to your wellness regime. Dose is expertly formulated organic wellness shots that support your liver in one delicious drink. Formulated with ingredients clinically shown to support liver health. Potent turmeric, milk thistle, and ginger. There's 0 sugar and 0 calories. Did you know that your liver performs over 500 special functions? Since I learned all that my liver is doing, I started with Dose to support all those vital functions. I take a shot of refreshing Dose 2 times per week to combat everyday toxins from food, meds, alcohol, and unhealthy air. Since starting with Dose about a month ago, I am definitely feeling an overall improvement in my health. So if you want to give Dose a shot and invest in your health like I have, Dose is offering DTT listeners 15% off your first order, plus an additional 15% off if you subscribe for a monthly delivery. That's 30% off your first order. So go to dosedaily.co/DTT and use the code DTT. That's dosedaily.co.co/DTT and use the code DTT. And how about something big and organic? A big plant makes such a statement in a room.
Oh, it does.
Okay. I want to know. Now, remember several episodes ago, Yvonne got the fiddly ficus, the big plant. I want an update. How is it doing, Yvonne?
Oh, she is doing beautifully.
Oh,
it's
good.
just such a, I mean, I water her once a week. That's it. She's in this beautiful, very well, it's my living room, which is so well lit. It's the windows, but it doesn't have any direct light, but it's just very bright. And it's sitting in front of a French door to the outside.
Nice.
And it's so happy. I recommend that happy little plant. Well, it's not so little. It's really grown. And I got a smaller one just because they were so exorbitantly expensive. And I got it on sale last winter. And I thought, well, we'll see how fast it grows. And it does grow pretty fast.
Huh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they are definitely the it plant. They're having their moment.
And I
got
can
a
see
regular
why.
ficus, the ones with the smaller leaves, and they're very full. And I love it. I put it in a big giant basket, and it's doing really well in sort of a diffused light as well. It's getting a lot of new leaves. So, and it made such a difference in my living room just to have that pop of green. So I suggest that for
agree
everyone.
with you, and Kelly. It makes a huge difference in how a room looks. It just gives that little pop, that little organic. There's just something about it. But you don't want to crowd your room, so make sure you give it its own space.
Right. And how about one piece of art? Now, depending on how big your home is, maybe you want to have a couple of them in different rooms, but one piece of art that's special to you. And art doesn't have to be, a Rembrandt, or it doesn't have to be something that you went to a gallery walk and purchased for hundreds and hundreds or thousands and thousands of dollars. Art can be something that your kids made that you took the time to mat and frame and put up on the wall. Art can be, a leaf that you found that you put on some beautiful white cardstock and matted and framed. Just something that...
Or an architectural element that you mount on burlap canvas. I do that all the time.
Yes. Something that speaks to you, and it's unique, and you're not going to see it coming and going. And I'm not talking about, like a print that you can buy at, one of the off-price stores or something. So
No, you don't want a cat print that says hang in there or something like that.
Well, that's
I had that in high school.
Ding, ding, ding is all I have to say right there. Oh, my goodness. No. Well,
that was my favorite poster.
No, you don't want that. So I think that sets your home apart. And, whether, everybody has a different definition of the word need for different things, but I think each home really does need that, because
maybe we should say homes benefit from.
Right. But it does need to distinguish it, to make it yours. It's just something that speaks to you. And I know I have this artist that Yvonne has an artist that she loves with her Paris.
I do.
And I have an artist that I fell in love with his work when we lived out on the North Fork of Long Island. And when I look at his paintings, one of the North Fork and then I have one of Central Park, it brings me to those places, but also the way he interprets the clouds is just like none other. So his name is Max Baran. So I'll put a link to his artwork in the show notes.
And I'll also put, I love Daniel Kessler from Washington, D.C., so I'll put his in as well.
Well, I think another thing that every house should have is Kelly's book.
See? Yeah.
Okay, I wish I hadn't given up my tip of the day.
Okay, yes. My Soulful Home, A Year in Flowers. It's beautiful because it has a floral arrangement for every month. So I like going through it and seeing her ideas for that particular month. And then she, has all what she put in each arrangement, but gives you other options as well. And all these care ideas and suggestions on how to keep your plants alive. There's also some fun stories. I loved hearing about the story when she was working in the, what was that place where the elegant lady came in?
Oh, when I was working as the official tea maker, door opener, flower arranger, fake typist at that law firm in London.
Yes. I love that story. So anyway, she's got stories in there as well, but there's so many good tips on caring for flowers and creating beautiful seasonal arrangements. So, you can follow her advice and get something beautiful for your home, a beautiful floral arrangement for every month of the year.
And
so
listen,
it's a nice gift to give yourself. And it's it goes all year.
And literally I have your book right in front of me, Kelly, sitting on my desk. And Anita, yours is on top of it.
Oh.
I know.
Nice. Well, Anita's book is absolutely stunning. And I had the pleasure of when we were just, I think our friendship was going to the next level, the pre-podcast level, but definitely, getting to know each other more and more. Anita had asked for, would I be interested in taking a look at her book? And I fell in love with it and carved out a special, I thought it was going to be a special hour or two just to, kind of go through. Well, 3-4 hours later, I was still swooning over all the photos and reading each word. It's a beautifully written book. It's called French Accents, as you might imagine. And Anita certainly teaches you how to bring her French style, which is very unique, by the way. It's not everybody's French style. It's a very attainable, beautiful French style that can work with a lot of decors. And she has just done a marvelous job outfitting her own home and shows you how you can incorporate her style into your own. And girls, I love a book that's well written, and this one is.
Both of your books are well written.
Yours is well written.
Very good writers. By the way, you can get those on your websites. You can also get those on Amazon, right? And we'll put the links in the show notes.
Yeah, we'll have links as well.
Terrific.
That sounds good.
That was nice of you, Anita, to start that off. Thank you.
Happy to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it is around that time again where we're going to have to say goodbye. But we want to remind you that we are here to inspire you to create a beautiful home. Until next time.
Hey there. If you're loving our podcast like we're loving our podcast, we would love you to rate and review us. Head to iTunes to do that. It's easy and it would mean so much to us. And if you do rate and review us, we're going to enter you to win a fantastic giveaway. The details for the giveaway are in the show notes for this episode, and you can find the show notes at decoratingtipsandtricks.com.